All right, so I got all the fabric off finally, trim rings off. Didn't look like it's gonna be such a hard job as I thought it was gonna be. This sealant is just peeling right out. You can see the tacks. I'll finish removing those. What is left, it looks like there's, oops, I'm sitting here looking. There's a few in here. That's the tacking strip. I don't know if I remove this. Let's see, like this stuff right here. You see that? I believe that is the tacking strip right here. And I'm not sure what it's made out of. But I'm gonna try to, you know, of course, pull the tacks out and reuse that. I'll just try to, my best in my ability, not to use the same tack holes when I'm tacking in the, you know, the other stuff. When I took the top off, I had a big old ball of seat cushion cotton in here. You can see where rats apparently got in and shit, made a nest and pooped and peed and everything else. But underneath, you're looking up, it looks fine. It looks brand new, but, well, not brand new, but you know, it's in good condition. I'm pretty sure this is my antenna for my radio, and it is it is non-existent. The rats had their time with it. You know, almost all of them were torn. But that shouldn't be a problem. I could probably, if the wiring is good from here down, or even like here down, I might be able to just splice into it or something, and then, you know, put some new corded, cloth covered wire, you know, that uses an antenna again. Yeah, I mean, shoot, I guess we'll have to see. It looks like the headliner here is actually held in there with these bows, and it's like just tied. You know, it's just tied, or, oh, it's tacked. It's tacked. That's kind of cool. You know, that's kind of neat. See in there. Look, there's the white. Oh, you can probably see in there. Let's see. Yeah, as you can see from here, you can kind of see. I'm interested to see exactly, you know, what condition the wiring is back here, but it looks good. It looks really good. You can see that wire over here. That's the wiper motor. You know, there's the wiper blades. So I'm curious to see, you know, if it works at all. What is this? That must be a grounding strap or something. It looks like a grounding strap at least. I don't know what this is. That's some sealant. Some old nasty dum-dum, whatever you want to call it. So it must be a grounding strap there or something. There's a, is that metal? Is that metal? Yeah, it seems like it's wood. I'm in place with the camera. Dome light. This is the dome light. It doesn't work, but I figured out why. I think this is the wire to it, and it's got chewed on. Yeah, it got chewed on. So, but the wiring all there looks good, so maybe I can just repair this piece and it'll work, because the wiring under the dash, everything else is new. Let's take a look around here. Too many projects. Started too many. So you can see the sealant here, the cloth underneath, the sealant. I think a good screwdriver, and although it's some, I don't know what that is. It must be just like a, yeah, it's just to protect this iron piece here. But man, it's in really good shape. Really good shape up here. Really good shape. The bows, you know, are really good shape, solid, you know, painted, awesome. Now, I had a problem here. Now, I can't wait to get under here because, man, I'm sorry. I told you I wasn't going to do this without a phone stand. I went and bought one, and here I am too lazy to go get out of the house to shoot this video. I'm in a kind of a hurry, but I ran into a problem here. So the trim strip that was right here was completely rusted through. I don't see any damage to the body at all. This is all just sealant that's gunked up right here. I don't see any damage. I don't know why it happened. I mean, this is all solid. I mean, it's all good. I'm not sure. Let me show you the trim ring over here. Oh, so I'm gonna have to figure something out with that. Corners are most important when doing these. That's what usually keeps all your tension on your cover. Oh, look, check this out. Look at all the tacks they use in corners. That's why they're most important. Because I left the tacks in this one, and you can see they're about, I guess that's 2 inches, 1.5 inches spacing. Look at the corners. Yeah. So with that in mind, I'll make sure to go back with that. Here is my rat nest from the the ceiling, and here's the material here. I just put it to the side. I'll probably throw it away, but I was wanting to see if there's anything like this. Oops. Anything like this out there. I mean, obviously I already got the material, but it'd be kind of cool to do something with that. Oh boy, it's been a lot. I guess I'll give you another update on the rest of my adventures while we're at it. I do have doing kind of more work here. I got the door panel off. I cleaned it up. This thing was super gross. It was just, the windows roll up and down just fine. Everything's good. But it was kind of tough sometimes. It didn't want to close. I oiled them and now they won't stay open. I oiled, now I need to grease all this. I wanted to grease these channels. I cleaned them up. I probably need to clean them up some more, but do not want to touch these springs, God forbid. But I want to grease all this. I have new vent window seals, these. I got new glass cut in the vent window frames itself. I got to reinstall that. And I got the same thing over there. You see how that vent window, see how clear that one is and see how tan that one is? You can see the difference, clear, like a brownish. I think that's from the delamination, and that was actually a question he has. Like, man, are these things tinted? No, they're not tinted. That didn't come out, I think, until what, 40s? I think tinted glass. But so I think that's just, moisture, sun, delamination, all that good stuff. So got a new one for that. Got a new one for this. Got to install this. Got to put the door panel back on. There's all my, I keep a battery maintainer on this thing at all times, so that's why that covers off to my battery. Awesome. There's my window rollers, door openers. I need to actually, now that I see those there, I need to take those over and to my buffing wheel and try and clean those up really good. They're held in by pins. You actually push in the door panel a little bit and it reveals the pin, you knock them out, and that's how you remove those. It was really confusing, and I was so scared we were going to break it when I removed that. What else? Oh, got the rear seat out. I don't know if I may or may not even talked about this. I got the rear seat out. It looks like shit on the back side, but the front and top's still good. But I got a price, both seats, front and back, totally recovered, $1,500 labor. But I got to find the material because no one can find any material right now. But I got it out because I'm going to be installing some seat belts back here. I'm going to bolt them down to the floorboard, I guess, because behind the rear seat's just wood. So I got to do that, and I sprayed some coil just on these bolts. Not that was necessary, but I just want to keep them from, I sprayed them down. That's why it like seeped everywhere. And then I'm going to come back, and before I do anything, I'm going to come back in here and clean this, and I'm going to paint it. Just keep it from any kind of rust. This is a vent, cloth vent. God forbid I touch that. It's probably full of asbestos and whatever else nastiness. There's a panel back here. Secret. Okay, so this panel right here, I believe if I remove these flathead screws, I should have access to the sending unit. Now, a guy on the forum told me it'd be easier to get to if I remove this piece right here. Might have to do that so that way I can have better access there and see why my sender is not working. I think it's just a float issue, but we shall see. I cleaned this. I wiped this down with some Ballistol the other day. Boy, I tell you what, it made it look a lot better than it did. That one too. That one too. Let's see if it focuses. Man, it looks a lot better. It was just nasty. I had the ashtray out of that one still. Did I do this one? This one had a lot of surface rust. Man, the lighting's really bad. I had a lot of surface rust on top, but I just used a, what is that, 4/0 steel wool, and ballastol, and I just carefully just rubbed like that. And boy, it was just so much dirt that came off, and it didn't hurt the paint underneath. As you can see, man, the focusing is terrible on this phone. See how it's like a, let's see. It's hard to show you on this camera, but it's it's painted to look like wood. See that? See the wood grain? It's metal, but it's painted to look like wood. So all of this, even this right here, this is metal. Can't, man, and the lighting in here sucks. But it cleaned up really nice. Long story short, let's stop talking about this. What else? Oh, yes, I know what else. Don't look at my mess. Okay, so these have been a thorn in my side since I bought the car. You drive down the road, woo, it flaps in the wind, waving hi to everybody that you pass. I could glue them back down, yes, but look how, I don't like the way that looks. I don't like the way it looks. I don't like the fact that it's in 3 pieces. Somebody just, obviously just threw them on real quick, big deal. That's where this comes in. So probably not, 100% correct for this car, but this was $80 versus $687 for the ones that go right here. I'm sorry, I'm not rich. Maybe one day we could put the real original stuff there, but for now, this will do. Now I have it wide enough here. This is I think 12 foot a roll here. And I got it wide enough here so that way, put it back over here. So that way I'll be able to, what I was gonna do is take some paper or something, and I was gonna make a template of this. And you can see this doesn't come down all the way like it's supposed to in some spots. I think the other side's worse. It's supposed to come down all the way and seal against that edge, right? I think the other side doesn't do that. It comes like way up here. So I got it. I want to get it right. I'm gonna cut a template, make a template, or maybe just remove these and just add a little bit. That way I can trim while it's on here, and then lay it onto that, and cut length section, and then trim the angle on it, and then glue it, and it'll be brand new. It'll look great. It's really coming around. It's taking a lot of time. Oh, I guess I should cover that up. Who cares? It won't be on there long anyway. Get an antique plate. But yeah, I mean, it's coming along. It's got some issues that I'm learning about. Just cosmetic, nothing major. But it's coming along, man. It really is. My next endeavor, this light's still looking good from the first time I polished it. I still never touched this one. Consider things that I need to do. But the next thing I need to do, why won't this thing come up? Oh, it's stuck. Hold on here. Oh, here we go. Sucker gets, if you don't do it right, it gets stuck right there. Okay. So, boy, it's been sitting about 2 weeks, right? That's all the antifreeze that's leaked out of that water pump. It looks brown, but it's because it's a yellow cup. It's actually really green if you turn the flash on. Yeah, see, there you go. See how green it is? It's just colors. Colors are crazy, right? I do have the correct packing in. I'm gonna change it. Well, maybe not change it. I'm gonna add a ring, see what happens. If that doesn't work, bye-bye. I'm buying a OEM, an original pump that's going to be rebuilt with modern seal, and instead of this bronze bearing garbage, go with roller bearings with the grease cert. Be done with it. Never have to mess with this stuff again. But I'll keep this one. Keep this one for, and I'll get this one rebuilt just so I can have an original water pump on it. That's literally the only thing with this car, mechanical wise, is this water pump. But that's the nature of the beast, you know, just the way it was back then. They leaked, and that's something I'm learning. I mean, I'm used to newer vehicles. I think my oldest vehicle I've had up to this point was a 62. Never had to tighten water pump and packing and oil the damn thing, but it's a learning experience. And you know what? I'm grateful for it. My kids will be grateful for it because they're going to see how much effort, you know, just maybe not take life for granted, you know. Plus, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a good experience. I can't wait to get the top back on because then I'll be able to drive this thing again. I do not want to drive it around like that. I don't want to mess up my headliner. I'm doing this all on a budget, trying not to have my wife kill me. But it's getting there, guys. I couldn't be more blessed and thankful for the opportunities that I've been given. And oh, look, look, see, check it out. That one little hole right there, they tried to sew up actually, but man, I tell you what, looking good. All right, guys, girls, whoever's watching this, if anybody. Oh, there's a tack that fell down. I messed up my vacuum cleaner. That's it. Let's hope the rest of it goes well, right? Next time you see me, this will be out and we'll be ready for install. Oh, speaking of which, before we go, so talking to a friend of ours that, you know, does a lot of installs, old vehicles, all kind of stuff. You know, back then they used the type of sealant. It was like it used a hand pump, right? And you kind of poured it into this channel and it self-leveled itself, blah, blah, blah. It's called Dolphinite. I don't even think the company exists anymore. Some other new company, I think, exists for that name, but it's not the same stuff. But he told me of stuff, and he actually ordered it for me. It comes in little cans, and a pump actually screws on top, and you pump it by hand, and it of course it's liquid and it fills in and it solidifies, and it's basically, you know, a modern version of the same stuff. And he said, man, don't use silicone. Use silicone for the top, right? When you're wanting it to look real nice and all that stuff. But for as far as water intrusion and everything, we got to use this stuff. And hey, he has a lot of experience with it. He swears up and down by it. He's got 30 years experience, you know, with windshields and all kind of stuff. Oh, maybe longer than that, probably 40 years. So, hey, I'm gonna let him show me. He's supposed to come by whenever it comes in. I think the stuff is in. We're waiting on the pump. The pump taking forever. I think next week the pump will be in. But then we'll be able to, you know, I'll put the material in, and then we'll, you know, we'll start the sealant, and then we'll put the vinyl on and rock and roll, man. So yeah, I'm also, while I got this off, I really want to try to fix this antenna. Just so I can use the radio, because I do want to repair the radio. But anyway, I gotta pick up my kids from school. That was my 30 minutes of fun for today, and I'll see y'all next time.